Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I lost video or something. I don't know what I'm doing over here, but anyway, I'm back to finish showing you where we're at. This is one of the fruit trees, and there's one over there. They're kind of hit and miss all around, and like I said, we plan on keeping them small. We want quality instead of 1,000 rotted ones on the ground, and also so that we could do gardening underneath them eventually as well. We also planted some grapevines. Uh, this is their first year. They're doing really good, and we plan on letting them grow over the fence so that neighbors and passerbys can pick some fresh grapes and just sharing our fruits. Here's another one. They're different kinds. Again, we really didn't know what we were getting, so. There's the third one. That was gardening stuff that I had up for a few years. Here's the third one. And amazingly, this one right here, the last one, it actually bared fruit this year. It bared about 6 bunches of grapes that were really delicious. And what I learned is that chickens know exactly the day they are in perfect ripeness to be harvested, because they checked them every day, and as soon as they became ripe, they ate them because they were all on the bottom. But they can have the bottom ones, we'll get the top ones, and our neighbors will get the ones over the fence. It's all about sharing and just the whole world going around, right? So that's that. Again, some more fruit trees that we're going to be keeping small. We're clipping them smaller this year. There's one. Kind of got gardening, vegetables, fruits, everything going at once. Over there is another barrel that was given to us that we're going to be hooking up to our gutter system to get fresh water, rainwater to water our garden with. So save on watering, and of course we all know that God's rain works way better than tap water. So another little one that we just planted. Again, cutting them all down the side. There's a peach tree over there. There's a little banana tree, and it was actually just for show, but I found out from a family member who loves to cook Latin food, that you can actually use those itty bitty bananas, and she's going to be giving me some dishes to make with those when they finally decide to bloom, or fruit. Here in the middle of the yard is a little area that we had for our grandchildren. It is a small little 18-foot above ground pool, and we put it up in the spring and we take it down in the fall. We just took it down, and we plan on putting a removable what's that called, a greenhouse, a removable greenhouse there, so we can put it up in the spring, and then when we don't need it so much in the summer, we can, when it starts to get hot, we can put the pool up for the kids, and then vice versa for the fall. We'll see how that goes. I don't know, but that way we can, this little area will be used for both, because we want our grandkids to enjoy coming and visiting us too, and not getting too hot. It gets awful hot where we are, so it'll help us when we're gardening. We can go ahead and just jump in there too. So anyway, there's going to be our little watering systems. We already have one set up for the gutter system. We're going to be setting up another one. This is of course gardening. I did tear those out in hopes of putting my herb garden there, but as you can see, even though we got about 5 buckets full of the rhizomes from it, there they are again. And these, by the way, are tropicals, and we are not in a tropical zone. We are in zone 6, and they come back faithfully. Anyway, the ducks lay their egg. The duck lays her eggs in there, and the chickies hide in there as well. Another thing I wanted to mention about this is these little garden blocks that we have here, these little squares. They're like a 3x3. The good thing about them is that the way my husband laid it out is that we can continue to attach to them. If you can see there, as we get compost and manure, and as we get what we need to make another garden, another block, we add it to it, and then we fill it, and it's working out really good. Hopefully, it'll be a good thing. And then we're just gonna build off of there, as you can see. Yeah, I know I probably need to clean the porch, but anyway, as you can see, it's right by our back door. It's right where everything is accessible. And what we were gonna do is we were going to build a huge step down porch into a flat deck, but really, why not grow some food? I thought that was a better idea, especially since we really don't use that porch that much. It's kind of sad, but you know, we sit out there in the morning and whatever, but we have this too, so it's plenty. There's some more of our gardening. This is just flower gardening. You can see a plate where I was giving the little chickies, giving them some treats. Yeah, they're spoiled. Anyway, they kind of get behind there too and use that to hide. And you know, there's the pergola with some shading. I have that box there, so because that's where the falcon came down one day when we were out here and went after our chickens. So I put that there as kind of a stop block so that he has something in his way and he can't get to him. And believe me, he did not care that we were right there. It did not faze that falcon. He did not care. So that taught me a lot. Right here we planted these raspberries this year. They were super tiny and they just took off. Now, not being good at vegetable garden or anything, I went a little overboard and I put a blackberry bush there as well. And two, I don't know if you can see them, two blueberry. These grow more like shrubs. Of course, it's way too crowded. So this fall, what we're going to do is we're going to take the blackberry bush and give it its room, kind of like this one, this raspberry, and then we're going to take the two blueberry shrubs and we're going to move those out, and we're going to get more blueberry bushes, and we're going to kind of make a hedge along there somewhere for the blueberries, and we'll have a blueberry hedge. The grandkids and the kids just love it. They love coming out every day and picking raspberries. I just wanted to just throw this in there and give a little props to my granddaughter. This was a little white Indian statue, and she uses it and she paints it for any way she wants, whenever she wants. So that's her latest artistry work. Also, if you see the little dirt there, that was our doggy. He just passed away the first week of August. We had him almost 17 years. He was a good old boy. Any animal we brought into the house, cat, dog, it wouldn't matter. If we told him he was a baby, he accepted it wholeheartedly. He was like a shepherd mix. Amazing dog. We'll never find another one like it. And so that's fine, but that's when all the predators decided that they could get to our chickens. So we do miss him for that reason, because he did protect them. This is the garden I was telling you about, and here's where we just started putting in some strawberries. They're kind of mixed in with some of my flowers, and yet look at all the weeds. Yeah, we have our work cut out for us, so I'll be working on that today and just trying to get all that cleaned up, fixed up, and I think by next spring it will be a beautiful strawberry garden. And we kind of use that to hold that big humongous ladder. But all of this is literally, it's all from our garage. The stuff my husband likes to do woodworking, and so he collects any wood, and he can't stand to see a piece of wood not be used. So I don't know if you can see, I'm just going to kind of go up to the garage window. You can see wood stacked in there. I mean, valuable when it comes to homesteading, I've learned. So, and one thing I've noticed is because I love my flower gardens and all that, they do work well with bringing in good, productive insects and stuff, and pollinators for the vegetables and the fruits. So we plan on keeping a mix of the two. We want the beauty of the garden, which has always been my thing, and also the sustenance to go along with it. And I do believe that we will be able to find a good mixture of the two. It's just small enough for us, considering we're getting along later in life with this, but it is just small enough for us, and it works well. I took your you had a video, Justin, about the wood chips, getting them from the city. Well, here where I live, you have to get them from the power company. They have a contract with the city, whatever. So I did contact them, and I got put on the list. So I'm going to, whenever they're in the area and they have to cut something down, they are going to bring me free wood chips. Thank you, Justin. I would have never thought of that. And by the way, Beauty, your baking and cooking videos are amazing. You've taught me so much, and I know I only have 2 tomato plants right now. Oh, but next spring I will have tons of tomatoes because I will be trying that tomato leather. So I'm very much looking forward to that, and learning how this winter I'm going to learn how to do the dehydrating, and I want to learn how to make kale chips and just all kinds of stuff. I have already, me and my granddaughter, made some jars from the raspberries and the blueberries. We did happen to get some blueberries earlier this year off of those. We made a couple jars of jam. Never did that before. It was amazing. Me and my granddaughter both learned together, and she's 6. She's going to be 7 next week. So that was absolutely amazing. I think I dropped you a line about that, and how every time we pulled out of the jar, we gave our first few away, but the second jar